when I was editing out that scene that we did when I was trying to glue photo etch to photo etch, I was noticing that by the time I dropped that little piece of photo etch onto the other piece of photo etch, the little drop of extra thin had pretty much all evaporated. There wasn't much left there. Whereas when I did the plastic part, I really drenched it on good, and I'm thinking, well, that wasn't fair. So I went back later and I added some more. And I barely bumped that little part, and it came loose. And while I was at it, I thought, I may as well make use of that extra piece we had. So I put it on too. And I drenched it good, drenched everything good. And I waited for a while, and then I did it again. And it's important that you understand, I did not add any more, though, to the plastic part. It's just the way we left it in 125. Now, I was just starting to clean these up and snip off the sprue and any excess flashing, and you see this ring here that goes all the way around? Well, there's one here, and there's one right here. Now, this bottom one, it lines up perfectly with the flashing on everything else. So I don't know if that's flashing or if it's actually supposed to be part of the way the canopy was was made. If it's supposed to look like sections. I'm just going to leave it. Now I know when I take off this one right here, naturally I'm going to lose it right there because I have to, file and sand it down. Yeah. Now, as long as we're talking here, just a little while ago I got a phone call from the person that said he was going to come by and do some work on the house. And it's going to be right in the middle of this episode. So this episode is going to be really short. I don't know how far I'm going to get on it. But just to let you know right now, it might sort of come to a rather strange and abrupt end. Not that a lot of these episodes are kind of not strange anyway. Anyway, we'll get as much done as we can here. Well, it appears that these little pins right here go into those holes right there. Like that. And I don't think it matters which way it goes. I mean, if it's like this or if it's turned 180 degrees. There we go. Something like that. Is that one in? Yep. Okay. I guess we'll just glue them in like that. And then these little pieces here, they go on the sides. I guess there is a right way and a wrong way to put them on, so I'll have to be careful. Well, they're kind of hard to hold on to. I don't think I need a lot of glue. I think once that plastic, that liquefied plastic sets, that's not going to come apart. I'll do this one the same way. Now, in a way, these are kind of keyed. You see that little pin there that is supposed to go into this hole right here? Well, it's if I was to have this thing twisted the wrong way up, it's not going to want to go in right. Now, I haven't tried it yet. That's going to be the first time. Does that look right? Well, it looks like the picture. Little bumps on the top of this thing here. They're on the top of the picture. There's none on the bottom of it. So I guess it sort of goes at a bit of an angle. I thought it was supposed to go straight out, but maybe not. Oh, that doesn't look right. I'm gonna have to check that out. I haven't glued them in place, but I have pushed them in as far as I can. I think I'm going to have to file the little pegs down so that they fit better, because I'm almost positive they're supposed to be horizontal out the side, not sticking up like some kind of a puppy dog's ears. I do believe I've got them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the way they're supposed to go. Now the catapult. Make two. So we need 2 pieces of K54 and 2 of K30 and 2 pieces of photo etch C19. Yeah, that should be real easy to spot. Don't get much more obvious than that. It says 54 there, but it's pretty obvious. Now where's the other one? Oh yeah, that'll be this one right here. Number 30. Alright, let's get those nipped off. And I don't think I have to do this really pretty. Alright, now number 30, right there. I didn't go all the way through that time. Yeah, that looks right. The catapult is actually one of the more interesting aspects of this battleship, so I want to try and preserve the detail as best I can. So when I was removing the flashing off of these round cylinder things, I didn't want to accidentally remove this little flared out end here. I don't know if that's something that's going to be seen anyway. But we've got to get K17 and K18 as well, these little round things here. And here we go, 17 and 18. Just going to use the Tamiya nippers here. They do such a much nicer and gentler job. Well, I guess by rights I should really be sticking the macro lens on to show you these little pieces up close. But anyway, this little axle here goes through this little hole, and then this is supposed to fit on the end there like this. This is actually the first time I've tried it. Yeah, I think it'll stay with a little bit of glue. At least it fits. And now we need 2 pieces of C19. See if I can cut it right up against the edge of the part there so I don't have to remove anything. Now we'll come at it from the other side. Okay. Now I don't know if you can see it or not, but on this one here, see if I can turn it over so it's facing you. In fact, on both of them, see that little tiny hole? That has to fit on a little pin down in there. That's interesting. Now, before I get a knock on the door and I have to not be able to look at that slide that we did the extra thin on photo etch experiment yesterday, I think we better cut this short here and take a look at that before it's too late. Okay, let's have a little look-see here. Now I realize it's not a full 24 hours, but it's probably about 16 to 18. And I would say that there's nothing there except staining. Now I know if there's something that that stains, that must mean that there's residue there, but very, very little. Now these pieces here, I'm going to make a a prediction. As soon as I touch them, they're going to move. I don't think there's going to be any adhering at all going on. Let's just try it here. Well, there is slight right there on this corner right here where it was fastened. It seemed to be a little bit sticky or something. No, you may as well say it didn't work. Now, what about this one here? I think that this one, yeah, you can see it. No. I'm pretty sure I'd be able to break it off of there. There we go. Now, there you go. So you can glue plastic to photo etch using extra thin. Not real well, not like plastic to plastic, of course. But, alright, so that's that experiment then. Now, before we close this episode off here, something I want to mention, and that is this. This piece right here, this is not necessarily radar. It looks like radar, but it's a rangefinder. Now, one of the viewers, I think his name was Andrew, he drew that to my attention. Now, when I was putting these on, I did think that they probably were a rangefinder, but I thought it was a combination, both radar and rangefinder. But Andrew was saying that this whole thing would gyroscopically stay level as the ship would rock. And maybe that explains why it looks like there's seams here. I don't know. I did try to find pictures of the Bismarck, where these things were shown. But yeah, so it could be that Trumpeter is wrong. This is not radar. I mean, after all, they're only human, right? Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow. However, the fellow who's going to be working on the house today, he also indicated he's going to have to finish up tomorrow, so we'll just see what happens with tomorrow's episode. In the meantime, thanks for watching.